Hi, how are you? And it's lovely to be with you. And I'm here to talk about the new moon in Aquarius on the 24th, which is going to be something special. And I'm really looking forward to this new moon. It's going to be bringing us gifts, it's going to be opening up aspects for us, and it's going to allow us to start some of those things that we've been wanting to start, but we haven't felt able to in the past. It's going to be a real enabler. Now, if you really want to know a little bit more about the Aquarius season and the Sun in Aquarius, I've done that in a separate video, and I've done some mantras with that, and I've done some oracle cards and some cards with that. So I'm just going to let that sit. So we have had just recently the Sun move into the Aquarius, which has been fabulous. So this is a great season for us, but I'm also just going to leave it to one side because I've done that other video for you. So if you want to find out more about Aquarius season and what that means for you, go and have a look at that other video. So what we're going to be talking about is it's a wonderful, wonderful new moon. It's going to conjunct with the Sun, which is fabulous when it goes full. So that's a lovely, lovely little emphasis and a little bit more oomph. And it is actually going to be all about us. But it's going to be all about us in a very social setting. So this new moon is all about socializing, it's about partnerships, it's about platonic partnerships and socializing, it's about relationships, and it's all about creativity, because also what we've got now is this new moon is going to be conjunct with the Sun, but Ceres, which is the dwarf asteroid or mini dwarf planet, which is the Mother Earth, which is all about creation and fertility, and it's all about earthly creation and fertility, is in, and it's there for quite a long period of time because it's a very, very slow moving planet, and it's there, and it's all about fertility, creativity, growth. It's there with the new moon. The new moon is all about starting new and being vibrant, and that's in conjunction with the Sun. The Sun's all about us, and it's about Aquarius, and Aquarius as a sign is into the new. They love the new, but this is also about looking at new things and looking at ourselves differently in this social and platonic concept. So we've done a lot of work in the past looking at us in terms of relationships, and these relationships that are important relationships that mean a lot to us. And now this is actually taking it and looking at a broader context of relationships. So that next layer out, not your intimate relationships, but your social relationships, and you're going to be wanting to be more social and feel more social and interact more socially and just all be part of that. And even probably some aspects of your life you're going to want to broaden so that you've got a bigger pool of people that you're interacting with. It's about dreaming big, which is great for this month because it is about the new, and it's also about being, in some ways, which I'm really happy about because we've had the eclipses and we're working on so much work at the moment, but at that very deep level, so most of us are not necessarily totally conscious of what that work is. But it's really looking at helping us give a sense of objectivity and detachment from some of those things that have been really burning us and we've been wanting to find out and understand. Now it's kind of take the pressure off a little bit, and that's kind of nice because it allows things to evolve in their own natural way. And that, again, is a reflection very much of what's going to be happening in the month of Aquarius. So that's going to be happening on the 24th. And then we've got a long, long wait before we get anything else happening. And I actually think that's really kind of good because it's been really a full-on time, hasn't it, in the last 6 months or so. So we really want to enjoy and just relax. I'm finding that I'm still a little bit tired, so I'm assuming that's the same for you. So we've got a nice time, and I'm actually really pleased that what we've got is not this massive churn of planets that were in retrograde now going forward or eclipses. It's just this nice even time for us to get sorted. Okay, so because there's not much happening in the sky and there's not really a great deal for me to talk about except to say it's wonderful, and it's going to be a time of optimism and celebration with friends and being a little bit more creative. Of course, being Aquarius, we're going to look for the new, and that's going to be lovely and redefining for us. The other thing that's going to happen in this time is it's going to be a real jump to action. So some of us, we're going to be feeling really spurred on in the next 2 weeks to take what we've been thinking about and wanting to do and do it. And I've certainly noticed myself, I've been quite sort of getting up and going, okay, today's the day, I'm doing this now. Or things that I've been wanting to do for some time, I've just gone ahead and done, and it's been a great result, and I'm really pleased. So now what I'm going to do is do the cards. So we're going to do it all in the one video. The Fool, what a great start to a new moon. So let's just be really relaxed about this new moon. Let's be open to the opportunities, and let's stop pushing things and just let things come. This is a wonderful new moon for doing that, and it's a light new moon. It's a really nice light new moon. And the only thing that's going to push us a little bit is, again, like I said, those things that are new. But that's exciting. So let's see what else goes with the Fool. It's also not a bad way to start the year, actually, is it? Ooh. And the King of Wands. Okay. So we are going to be feeling very powerful about our relationship and how we see ourselves in relation to the rest of the world. And this sits very nicely because when you're feeling confident about yourself, that's when you feel the ease to go out and be with other people, make new contacts, be with other friends, and to take actions to get things to come your way. Wow, things are coming out. Talk about things coming your way. Justice. So some things that have been waiting in the wings that we've been wanting to come and we thought perhaps even we might have missed out on. Don't be surprised if they come to us in this new moon, because this is a time of letting things evolve. This is not a time of trying to push, shove. And Aquarius is not the season for push, shove. You know, in fact, it'll work against you. The harder you try and push something in the Aquarius season, the more it's going to slip away from you. So just be aware of that. Okay, and then, oh, look at that. The Two of Pentacles. So some things that we've been trying very hard to balance and we've been feeling a little bit out of balance will start to come into play. And I think that's because we will start to see that detachment and that objectivity, which is a big part of the Aquarius season. And if you go and have a look at the video that I spoke about, which goes into a lot of detail about the Aquarius season, you'll see that we're still being heavily influenced by Capricorn. Okay, I was going to do more, but they've asked me to stop. Oh, look at that. Okay. The environment, though, and this is what we've got when I said okay, is because the environment we've got is the Three of Wands. So there's something about the environment we're in at the moment which is making us feel a little bit uncomfortable with how things have been in the past. And I've just had a look at the cards because the environment we're in is the Three, and then underneath that is the Six of Cups. So there's something nagging at you that you are not feeling you're being recognized for, because the Six of Cups is all about recognition. So maybe you need a new perspective, and I think what these cards are saying, based on this being the environment and us feeling that we're not recognized, is just lighten up. You are the master of your environment. Things are coming your way, so you might very well find that the Six will be righted and you will be given the recognition. Okay. And something that's been out of balance, which I think will probably be the fact that we're feeling unrecognized, will come together and work for you. And I think that's all rather nice. Okay, so let me just do some other cards. And I thought because it's the new moon, I might work with Shadowscape. These beautiful gilded cards are the Botticelli, because the new moon is going to be showing everything really clearly. And because it's in conjunction with the sun, it's going to be absolutely highlighting everything. We get the Lovers. Now remember, when we talk about the Lovers and we talk about Aquarius, we're talking about platonic relationships and new platonic relationships, but there's nothing more wonderful than a great platonic relationship becoming more intimate. So there is the possibility for us to really have some great new relationships coming into being and some great new partnerships, which of course are going to start off, as they all do, or most do, being quite platonic and then moving forward. But the Lovers also speaks about tribes and coming together with people from your own tribe. Five of Swords. So there is going to be a little bit of conflict because the Five of Swords is a little bit of conflict. So what's that conflict going to be about? I might just do that. Oh, that's interesting what's coming in. So what's the conflict going to be about? I think what the conflict part's going to be about, the card that came out with that after that was the Eight of Pentacles, which has got to do with work and gaining mastery and wanting to do that. So maybe the conflict is about wanting very much to be very social and have this vibrancy and having this new, but the start of the year is also, you know, a lot of hard work because, again, this Aquarius season is really heavily influenced by Capricorn. So there's a different element to it. So if you're not sure what that is, go and have a look at that new video. And the last one that comes out is the Ten of Wands. So this is a change. Okay. So the 10, I'll just go through and show you what we've got. We've got the Lovers with the Fool, which is a lovely combination. So this talks about stepping lightly and being a lot freer and being far more open to the relationships that are going to come in, or the people that's going to come in, and the partnerships that's coming in. We've got the King of Wands, which is a lovely card of being in control, with the Five of Swords, which is about us feeling in our thoughts of being in conflict. And the King is actually saying to us, in all seriousness, you're not in conflict, and you've got this. You've got this. And then we have Justice with the 8. So that's saying with the Justice with the 8 of Pentacles that there's some work to do. There really is some work to do. But it's going to be well worth it. And you've been asking for this and wanting for this some time. And something that you thought you'd lost is going to come back and be revisited. And you'll have the opportunity to really go with that. And lastly, what were you out of balance with? And it's very nice. You're feeling out of balance with the environment around you and your relationship to that. And I think that's really interesting because the reality is that you're not. Now, I'm just going to do one more card. Clarifier, please, for the 5. You see? And what do we get as the clarifier? The Queen of Wands. So now we have the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. So trust yourself. It's all in your head. Anytime you're feeling that you're out of sorts, you're not. It's just a feeling. The reality about your relationship to the rest of the earth, if it's rock solid, you have the King and the Queen of Wands. You are emotionally clear about where you stand, and you're energetically clear about where you stand. Just occasionally you get the wobbles. That's all right. Now let's get a clarifier for the Ten of Wands. And it jumped out very quickly. Balance, temperance. So anytime you feel like you're feeling a bit despondent, it's because you're out of balance. So just get back into the balance, get back into the timing, get back into the flow, and just ease up a little bit on where you are. And look, just like magic, the environment of this is also the 6 of Cups. But this is the 6 of Cups the right way up. So you are in a really, really good place. It's Aquarius. Aquarius is not always easy for some people, so there may be the odd wobble. But it's only a small wobble. Don't worry about it. This small feeling of not being in control, the small feeling of being out of balance, this is all about an opportunity to bring yourself back into balance. And you will need to bring yourself back into balance. And the best way to bring yourself back into balance is to get perspective and to just understand that life is ebb and flow. All right, there you are. So there's the tarot, very interesting tarot, and there's the sun conjunct with the new moon in Aquarius on the 24th. And Ceres is there just to add that extra oomph of growth and fertility and Mother Earth working with us to be really clear about what our future is and where we want to go. Take care.